crafty friends, it's Miss Janet from Pawtucket Public Library Children's Department. For March, I have 2 fun leprechaun crafts to help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So for the younger kids, I have a leprechaun puppet in a bag. And for the elementary school age kids, I have a little leprechaun gnome. So if you're interested in getting either one of these crafts, just come to the Children's Department on the 2nd floor of Pawtucket Public Library. We have a take and make craft table, and you just grab a craft kit and you take it home. Everything that you need to make these items are in the craft kit except for scissors, glue, a magic marker, basic things. So for the younger kids, to make the leprechaun puppet, I've cut out all the little pieces and they're all inside the bag. And there's step-by-step directions attached to the bag. So really simple. You'll just need some glue, and then you'll need a pen or a magic marker for the smile. So you take all the pieces out of the bag, and I'm not going to go step by step because it's all listed here and it's just basic gluing. But I want to remind you that you're going to glue on the flap part of the bag. So you want to glue over this part that has the bottom of the bag, the wording and the flap. And you will start out with the orange piece, and you want to line it up to the bottom of the flap. And then you'll just glue in the order that it says. And everything is inside the bag. So, for the leprechaun gnome, this is a no-sew leprechaun project, and everything that you need for the leprechaun gnome is inside a bag at the take and make craft table. It also has step-by-step directions stapled to the bag. So when you get your bag home, you're going to get all the stuff out. And inside this bag, you will find a Ziploc bag full of rice. Leave the rice inside the Ziploc. That's going to be the stuffing part of our body, and you don't take the rice out, you leave it in. That'll make it much less messy. You will also have a bright green circle. That's the body of the leprechaun. You're going to have a plaid half circle. You will have a cardstock half circle. You're going to have 3 little glitter shamrocks. Those go on the hat. You're going to have some orange craft fur. That's the gnome beard. And then you're going to have a little wooden button. Oh, and you'll also have a rubber band. So to make this, you will need some glue from home. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the half circle cardstock and the half circle plaid fabric, and we're going to glue the fabric onto the circle, half circle. So you want to glue along the edges and in the middle. And then you line up the fabric with the half circle, and then you want to press it down so that it's attached. Like that. So we're going to set this aside and let it dry while we're working on the rest of it. So then you want to take the green circle and the rice bag. And with the rice bag, you want to get the rice towards one end of the bag. So you hold the bag like this sideways, so all the rice goes to the bottom of the bag. And then you're going to fold the bag over and scrunch it up so that you have a little rice square. And this little rice square is going to go in the middle of the fabric, and then you're going to gather up the fabric all around the rice bag and squish it down. And you want to make like a little green pouch. So we have a little green pouch. So you bring up all the ends of the circle together, squishing the rice bag and kind of centering it so that you get all of it in a nice tight little pouch. And then you take the rubber band and you're going to close up the top of the pouch with the rubber band. So you want to put the rubber band on a few times so that it's nice and tight. And then you can kind of squeeze that down. So now we have a nice green little pouch, and this is going to be the body of our gnome. So on the green pouch, we are going to glue the beard. So we're going to glue the beard kind of in the middle of the green pouch, like that. So take some glue, and just along one end of the craft fur, you're going to glue. Like that. Just make sure it sticks down on there. So in the middle of the beard, we're going to glue the little gnome nose. So this is a wooden bead, and there's holes on each side. So we want to glue so that the holes are to the side. So we really aren't going to see the holes. So put a good dab of glue on one of the sides. Whoops, dropped my bead. And then position your nose in the middle of the beard. And again, you want the holes on the side so they're not visible. Like that. So now we're going to go back to our hat, and to make a cone shape, you're going to take the two corners and squeeze them together to make a cone like that. And we want to glue along the edge so that it stays together. So I put some glue right along that edge. And then if you have a stapler, you can also staple the bottom edge to keep it together. So now we have our gnome hat. And on the hat, we are going to glue our little shamrocks, our sparkly shamrocks. So you have 3 shamrocks. You got 2 big ones and then a smaller one. So I'm going to glue, and these go on the front. See these go on the front and to one side. So there's one, and then I'm going to glue the other big one. And then I'm going to put the little one in the middle of the big ones. And hat on. And if you want, you could glue the hat down if you wish, or you can just leave it loose. And you can fluff out the little beard, let everything dry, and now you have a leprechaun gnome. I hope you enjoyed both of these crafts. The leprechaun gnome and the leprechaun puppet are both available at Pawtucket Public Library in the Children's Department at the Take and Make craft table while supplies last. Thanks for joining, and happy St. Patrick's Day.